What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the playoffs of the Valorant Sunday Showdown, week number 61. It's me, Choice Plays, joined by a new and fresh face here to the Valorant Sunday Showdown. It's Stray. Stray, how you doing? We're so stoked you're here today.
I'm doing great, Choice. Thank you so much. Shout outs to VCS for having me, granting me this opportunity. I'm super excited for these games of Valorant, and I'm excited to cast today.
Hell yes. Well, speaking of casting, it is the top 32. And
Yep.
we're going to be jumping in to Goondem versus Recon 5. Now, Goondem, I'm pretty sure no one has really heard of at the moment, but you'll probably hear of some of these players' names like Rate, Symbiotic, Kronos, and Disciple. Now, Recon 5's kind of a mainstay here in the Valorant Sunday Showdown, and in kind of like this Tier 3, Tier 4, Tier 2 space of Valorant itself. And you're going to recognize some of these players for sure. Hooligan, Simple, Mazza, Stealthy, Rep, and Dusty. And look at this. We are on Haven again today. No more Ascent. I'm really stoked about that.
Yeah, and we're seeing the ciphers come out for both teams. Obviously, the Jet is a staple for any comp because of that op. You always need an op on every map. But yeah, the cipher is something I want to highlight because cipher has so many great camp spots to give you information, and also as tripwires, you can leave one trip on the site and it gives you a ton of information if the enemy has passed or not. So this seems like a good match, and yeah, let's get right into it.
Oh, yeah. And I just want to say once again, I don't know if you are just joining us here in the chat or just watching us right now. We are seeing a KO on one of the sides here in this matchup, and KO is brand new to the Valorant Sunday Showdown as of this week. So it seems like he's being adopted into a lot of these compositions nice and early. A lot of people like to say that he is the very classic quintessential, pop flash CSGO player, basically. Just add like the little knife thing. So I'm really excited to see him in play and see what he's going to bring here, especially on Haven. And yeah, what do you think about KO?
Yeah, I tried KO recently, like 2 weeks ago, and I feel like he's very easy to pick up and play. Like you said, for a lot of you coming from CSGO, he has a very similar pop flash. It doesn't need to bounce off any surface for it to pop. So you can set up some creative flashes for your teammates or even yourself, just underhand throw it behind you and swing out, and it's usually a pretty good play. But also his abilities do suppress, which means it silences your enemy's ability. So if you have a Cypher playing on A site, obviously he gets silenced. But here we are looking into game one, and we see that defensive cipher setup. As you see, very interesting tripwire here, Choice.
Really like what's going on. Simple themselves getting a nice headshot quickly onto Rate. That's going to be the first blood of the game so far, and that's going to be the cipher on the side of Goondem going down. That's a lot of recon, a lot of intel out of the hands of the attacker's side, and it looks like they were trying to kind of fake over onto this the C side, but this is a full A attack now. Disciple is on the field. Kronos is going to take down Rep, and that's going to be the cipher on the other side down. There's a lot of blood going down on both sides. Recon 5 are 2 members down, but it is going to be tied up here because of Simple.
Yeah, so the play was actually the fake A. They left Spike at around the window area and had Astral Lurk window, which was a very interesting play because they did have the A site, but it looks like they're going to get the plant for free on the C, and it looks like Recon 5 is coming in for the retake.
That's beautiful stuff. Kronos is going to get that spike down. Spike is planted, and now that is KO on the site. Still has 25 seconds left to get the knife back up and running. But I feel like this is going to be a quicker retake than that. I like the push into the site for all 3 of the members, but Kronos is nice and quick with that headshot. It's going to be taken down. Return the favor by Hooligan. That recon dart was huge from Goondem. Oh my gosh, that's going to trip me up quite a bit, but Symbiotic is going to finish it off, and that's going to be 1-0 in the favor of Goondem.
Very, very nice play from who was it? The Jet, right? Or it was Symbiotic. Yeah. It was very nice play. It was a 1v3. He had hit some really nice headshots and finish off that 1v3 clutch. But yeah, like again, Goondem, they had a really interesting play where they let the Astra lurk into Garage. So he actually set the smokes up from Garage to A while his teams pushed in. And again, like the one thing I didn't like about that play is that they left bomb outside window. So it was kind of indicating they were going to rotate back to C after they made enough presence. But enough about that. Into the second round we go.
And look at this push up, nice and aggressive. Disciple and Rate working together. Look at all of that. Recon 5 are being taken down nice and quickly, and it's all up to the Cypher on the side of Recon 5, and he's all the way on the C side. He has to go through a trip. He actually just hit it, and he is moving his way on over. It's up to Rep, and there is a perfect post-plant situation by Goondem. They were able to buy up nice and easily there. I mean, there were not a lot of weapons on the side of Recon 5, but still, just how fast it was able to go down in the favor of Goondem. And look at that, Symbiotic finishes it off onto Rep with a nice headshot.
Yeah, and Rep, all he had was a shorty and a dream, man. He wanted to do something, grab a kill, grab a gun, but unfortunately the shorty, oh man, I feel like it is so nerfed right now. It's so bad. I feel like they should buff the spread a little bit, because even if you hit 2 shots from like 5 meters, you're still not bound to get the kill like you were before. If you remember the shorty in beta, that thing was a beast. Everybody bought that gun on Ecos, but now it's just a former shell of its former self.
Yeah. It's tough to see, but you know what? I don't know. I feel like a lot of players are okay with it because
200 credits to delete someone, it's pretty good. It's pretty nice.
It's pretty gross, not gonna lie. But other than that, I mean, we've had a pretty fast start here so far for Goondem, but Recon 5 are doing a fantastic job of pushing them back. That Sage wall in the doors area was perfect to really stave them off for a long time. They tried to break him down, and they're still waiting for the push out. They're waiting for someone to get aggressive, someone to get a little antsy, and it's not going to happen from Recon 5. They are giving them definitely the benefit of the doubt this time. I feel like Goondem has definitely earned their place here and earned the respect that Recon 5 are giving them right now.
Yeah, and Recon 5 having a really great A-long bait setup. They have one person peeking to see the cross. They see nobody there, so they have the majority of their players watching C. And of course, you have Stealthy on top of the B bomb site, getting that pick and then getting away. He was suppressed, so they could have traded him, but fortunately, he is able to get out.
That was a really scary situation, but now it is going to be the B site in the favor of Recon 5. But no, they're actually going to be backing out off the back of Symbiotic, who is watching this garage area, the windows as well. But Rep is on the site waiting for something. Symbiotic and Hooligan working together to be able to take down each member. On the other side, Hooligan gets another one. That's a second for Hooligan. Rep, once again, look at these shots going back and forth, and now Recon 5 are going to be able to take the win for this one, the point on this one with 3 members left alive, and that is going to be that gun round. And here it is, Stray. We are running into a full buy round, except for Rep. Look at that, the Bulldog.
Yeah, and I just want to highlight the Cypher last play. Those smokes were fantastic. Stalled for a bunch of time, allowing his team to come in for the retake. But also, he had a one-way to peek, kind of like the garage exit. I don't know if you caught that. But yeah, if that was intended, that is a very well-practiced Cypher right there.
He definitely knows what he's doing. And really held... I know exactly what you're talking about. Those cyber cages were really clutch on the C site. Really holding back a lot of the vision from Goondem. But now, off the back of that win, Recon 5 are looking to keep it going, sending in the guiding light for a second there to, you know, spot out a couple people on this A-long, and they're trying to decide, it seems like Goondem is trying to decide what exactly they're trying to do in this situation. They finally get the cross over A-long, but look at this, aggressive.
And Stealthy picking one up onto Disciple. It is now a 4v4 simple in a pretty nice spot in this corner. Is suppressed though. He has no utility to use. But look at this. Goondem is making their way, making a marathon all the way to C-Long. Astra is grabbing the orb, but can't beat the timing now. But Cypher still has his cam there. So it looks like they're going to pop the Astra wall and go in for the plant here.
Beautiful stuff so far by Goondem to be able to grab hold of a lot of these sites. It seems like their executes have been pretty clutch so far. And this Cosmic Divide is going to be a huge thorn in the side of Recon 5. They have to find a way to get around it. They have to find a way to get a pick and get out onto the site. But look at Goondem. Look at their positioning. They're all the way back in C-Long. It looks like they have a lot of ways to be able to do something big here. They got the cyber cage out to kind of cover some. They actually spotted someone out that they could probably pick off. And the back end, it was Rep there for a second, but Symbiotic once again on the lurk, able to get one, is going to be taken down and traded out by Hooligan. This is tough though. This Oh no, are they going to be able to stay alive? Simple does stay alive in this situation, watches the left side. It looks like Rep is defusing at the moment. They are holding it off just perfectly. And Recon 5 get another round under their belt.
Yeah, so I do have to say that post plant was not ideal unless you have a Molly player playing C long. Of course, the Sova was fine, but Cypher, I believe it was better for him to be on the site because you can't play post plant with a Cypher. Yes, you have the Cypher cam, but after they break that, what else do you have, right? So it's better for him, in my opinion, to be on site helping his team and having, a Sova or somebody with a Molly like either Viper or Brim, which, ideally they would have wanted if they were playing that post plant position.
Yeah, it's tough not being able to have too much of those mollies in your favor. You do, like you were talking about, Stray, do have those shock darts. But other than that, I mean, you're kind of working with not a lot. Rate is going to be able to get some frags. Look at this. Disciple and Rate working together, even with lesser guns. Oh no, Stray. Oh, it's tough to see something like that peeking out with the operator gets taken down pretty quickly. That's 4,700 credits out of the hands of Recon 5.
Yeah, as the kids would say, these guys are a bit of demon deagle demon, sorry.
Yeah.
And because they get that Phantom, Disciple secures another kill, making it a 5v2. And yeah, Goondem has really no way to win this round anymore. They have the post plant set up, and all they have to do is run for their lives, saving whatever equipment they have left over.
Beautiful play from Goondem. Flawless round for them. Recon 5 definitely keeping the operator and Phantom in their hands. This is the right play by them. Rep is in a nice position with the site for Cam to be able, just to keep themselves safe. But what a play from Goondem, Stray. They did a fantastic job getting out onto the A site with those 2 frags nice and early, especially with the Deagles. Just like you were talking about, Stray. Deagle Demons.
Eagle Demons indeed. And that's the risk you take when you're trying to take that A main control. General rule of thumb, you want to play range with your assault rifles, but in that perfect sweet spot right behind 35 meters, I believe, 30 meters, I believe, with the Deagle, it one taps you. So unfortunately, they were in range and they got decimated, deleted, devoured by Goondem right there in A main.
Whew. Decimated, deleted, and devoured indeed. My goodness. What a start to the matchup so far. I mean, these are pretty even teams. Stealthy is going to be able to push up nice and aggressive, gets the shot, that op shot. Ooh, look at this one way from Hooligan, able to peek in towards the grass area. Not going to see anyone as of yet, but that spike is still hanging out in the mid area. Symbiotic has been kind of that lurker in the
Oh,
favor of Goondem. Oh no.
he was right there, Choice. And like you said, it's so unique and interesting to see all these players show their little one ways. It shows that they put a lot of time and effort into the game, practicing and perfecting their setups and defense composition. So you love to see that, Choice.
How you doing? That was a well executed Sage Wall. I mean, they were able to break a couple of the blocks, and that gave the one-way in their favor. So I feel like that was perfectly executed by them. Sending in the flash drive is Kronos. Is going to send in the guiding light as well, push them off of this, but they are still... the press,
Yeah,
that's still so
this
new to me.
This execution is just flawless. They have the star sucking at default. They have the recon dart coming in, and also the Sova ultimate, resulting in them getting a 3v2 advantage and securing this post plant. But it's still not down and out for Recon 5, as they do have a chance. Let's see how they play it, Choice.
Playing it pretty good so far. Hooligan is going to be able to take down Vorazun. That's going to be the recon dart out of their hands, but now Kronos knows exactly where Rep is, and a beautiful flick from Kronos to get the double kill and the clutch for Goondem. 2 members left alive, and that's bringing them up 4-2. What a play.
And somebody's, it's noticeable. Somebody's been playing Hidden the Aim Labs, don't you think, Choice?
Oh my gosh, yes. I mean, you've got to be. That flick was so on point.
It
And
was
now,
crispy.
yeah, it was. Oh my goodness. Goondem is going to call the timeout. I don't know exactly what it's for at the moment, but possibly maybe icing out Recon 5, either that or maybe chat's up on the keyboard.
Yeah, and I definitely do like this timeout because as you see in a lot of pro play, teams do have that one timeout, but it's almost rarely seen. And when it's seen, it's usually too late. So I really like this earlier timeout just to get yourself situated, give yourself self some time to reset and kind of regather your composure right here, Choice.
Yeah, it's really good. It could actually help Recon 5 as well. I mean, they have kind of been on the deficit here so far. We have seen some flashes of brilliance from them as well, and it feels like we might actually see a big round from them here. They do have a little bit of money in their hands. They do have a bad buy, but they've got 4 ultimates in their pockets that they could actually use in their favor. Maybe use that, maybe use the Cosmic Divide just to kind of, break off this spike and get that defuse. Maybe throw down the hat, the Neural Theft from Cypher. We'll have to see.
Yeah, and I just want to highlight Maza, buying that solo Guardian. I like this after the price change. The Guardian is very price efficient. If you can land that one shot from far range, it kind of beats the Deagle past 30 meters, like I said before. But look at this. Again, the Deagle Demon takes down Symbiotic.
That's a huge frag right there in the favor of Recon 5. Symbiotic constantly is there waiting in the shadows to get some big frags, honestly. Hooligan does get a little bit of damage out onto Kronos, 40 HP left over. That's one shot from a Vandal, but there aren't very many Vandals, especially since Disciple is taking down Stealthy. Rep is going to get that headshot, though, with the Deagle. This is beautiful stuff. The Neural Theft is going to go down, and possibly a rifle in the hands of Rep. Look at that.
Yep, he's going all in. He wants that intel. He knows that they have a very good chance to win this round 3v3. The KO on the side of Goondem is pretty low. And look at this, Vorazun, and just going to gather with his team, go together. They do not want to lose ecos round by round. We've been seeing that. Deagle's coming out to play, getting those fantastic headshot. But Rep is in a fantastic angle choice. He gets one, gets the second. Can he go for the third? It's going to be very hard as Vorazun is going to swing into him, takes down Rep. But can he finish off this 1v2 clutch choice?
I don't know. That Recon Dart was so clutch, able to spot out both of them, and now he's going to send in the Shock Dart, get a little bit of damage out onto the Astra. Simple, playing it nice and slow, sends in another one, gets a little bit of damage. Look at that, might get the second, but no.
There's the Guardian. There's the Guardian.
Yes, so clutch.
You paid 2K, an investment, and you won the round. Of course, you have to shout out those fantastic first bloods by the side of, I believe it was Simple, right? Onto Symbiotic. Yeah, fantastic opening kill, and that's what led to them stealing that 8th round, I believe, 7th round.
A good round for Recon 5, winning out on the eco. And now we see Stealthy back with the operator in hand, looking to do some damage again. The Guiding Light is going to go out early to try and get some of that early information. Spots out Wraith here, but Wraith is actually going to win out on the aim duel. Hooligan is down. That's going to be the heals out of the hands of Recon 5. They still have the heal from not Astra, Sky. But my goodness, what a good start for Goondem so far.
I do like the aggressive push-up by Sage there, but it's just the timing was really unlucky. Cypher swung out of his cage, and what are you going to do? That angle is pretty hard to kind of hold, but Stealthy in a very aggro position with Simple pushing the window. This could be utterly devastating for Goondem if they don't clear the flank here, but Symbiotic is going to pop out at perfect timing and game sense awareness to peek out and get Simple from behind.
Symbiotic is always there in that ratty little corner. Stealthy takes the shot, but the Cosmic Divide goes up, but not in time enough for the frag. Here comes the flash drive as well. No, Kronos is going to opt out of it. He's going to send it towards the Link area. A Link, and it's just Maza. Still has full HP, still has full armor. It is a 1v2 situation. We do have the Pathfinder, or the Trailblazer, excuse me, readily available.
I want to see a kill with that thing.
I mean, it could happen. Kronos is so low.
I do want to see it, but oh, Maza takes down the first. And here we go. It could happen right now. He has 11 HP. I believe that is enough to kill with the Trailblazer. He taps it, gets it to half. Thinks he's coming out garage, but lands the headshot and completes the clutch. Maza ice cold.
Woohoo! Didn't even have to use the Trailblazer. That's a free.
I wanted to see it.
I know. I was looking forward to it too, but I mean, still, the clutch headshot on I mean, just to win that one was huge because I mean they're starting to even out the econ here. They're getting ahead. Excuse me, Maza with 6,000 credits. Stealthy had 4,000 around there. Still going to go down pretty hard. I mean, I don't know if you guys have been following Valorant closely recently, but there has been a lot of econ changes. A lot of the abilities have actually gone up in price, just in general. But I feel like it feels nicer. What would you think?
Yeah, it's nice. They wanted to slow down the pace, increasing the ultimate orbs on each agent, and also allowing you to buy like one flash at most rounds. But if you do have the luxury of affording it, then obviously you can get two, right? Like for example, on pistol rounds, such as Phoenix or KO, you can only get up to one flash unless you really commit and then just scrap the armor. But obviously that's a risk in itself, as you'll get one tapped by a ghost.
Yeah. I have to point it out. The Owl Drone didn't spot out Stealthy up in that corner. So Stealthy's still hanging out in that ratty corner up in B. Hooligan is going to be tagged off. Going to use the healing orb.
They know.
Back up to full. Guiding Light getting ready.
That was some great geometry as he max damages Hooligan. And Hooligan is going to get out there, but Maza going to go for a trade. Symbiotic getting that trade onto Maza right there.
Stealthy does get spotted out by the knife from Chronos.
Interesting dash choice.
It's very interesting. That was something just to get out of that area, I guess, or maybe an accidental there. Oh, this is tough stuff. Beautiful flashes though, working in their favor, but no, it's going to be a nice 1-for-1 trade so far. 2 members left alive on both sides. Recon 5, they do have the Cosmic Divide in their favor. There are no ultimates left over, but it looks like Chronos they do have their null command activated right now.
Yeah. And look at that. The 0 point is going to detect nobody in garage, so they double push it, and then they're going to both be on the flank. I cannot see Recon 5 winning this, especially with double flank. But look at this. Simple almost had the angle, but he just completely, I believe he whiffed the headshot.
Oh, it's so unfortunate to see that stray. I mean, you have the angle, you see them pop out, and they just went out in that aim duel, that quick aim duel. I mean,
yeah.
What else can you do?
Yeah, can we just highlight the sheer brilliance by Goondem to first use the 0 point to clear out, recon the garage out. Once it detects nobody, they double push it for the double flank. Wow, that is coordinated teamwork right there. You love to see it.
Good stuff so far from Goondem. Keeping it nice and competitive here. Sending in the knife. It's going to clear out that garage area. Not going to spot anyone this time. Sending in the Owl Drone down C long. Getting a little bit of information. It looks like Rep is holding close.
He loves that shorty.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a great off angle. I tend to find out enemies do not clear this. They clear left side a lot more often first, resulting in you at least 1 kill most of the times.
That's such a good for one angle, you know?
Yep, the one and done.
The Recon Dart might actually spot him out, though, flush him out in this area if he's going to send in the Recon Dart, but it doesn't seem like he's going to just yet. Rep hanging out in the area. Oh, no. Is going to miss one. It does get a lot of damage out on Devorzun. Has 34 HP. They possibly do have... No, they don't have any heals on the side of Goondem. That is all Recon 5, sending in the Neural Theft to spot out where they're coming from. Simple, they're all coming from the same area, and it looks like they're going to be using a lot of those Astro Stars. Here it comes. The Gravity Well is going to spot them out just for a second, and look how quickly it happens. Goondem is going to go up 6-4 in a beautiful round.
Yeah, and this really highlights the power of Jett, actually. As you can see here, it's very meta for Jetts to throw smoke in the middle of the site and dash through for information. Creates a lot of space and pressure for players like Rep, as you see there, holding that one and done. Doesn't know whether to shoot the Jett or to go for the kill. And obviously, he thought Jett saw him, and so he swung out, when in reality, if they had no Jett there, he gets at least one there just staying in that corner.
I mean, I've seen a lot of ideas floating around, quote unquote, for how to nerf Jett, but Stealthy doesn't care. Stealthy pops out, gets the headshot, backs out with the tailwind.
Oh yeah, and Symbiotic popping through the smoke gets you. That is gonna be 2 entry frags, as Goondem is gonna take the site, and the Astral Wall is also coming out. But as you were mentioning, with the Jet nerfs, I do think them nerfing the dash into the tripwire was a very great change. But still, I think Jet is still a tad bit strong.
Oh yeah. I mean, you get a free reposition basically. Whoa,
Right.
simple. Takes out Rate somewhere in the back end there. Looks like they were hanging around grass area, pushing through garage maybe. But now, that Cosmic Divide is now gone. And this is going to be huge for Recon 5. They're going to have to get something done here. And they are going to get the res out onto Mazza. That's huge. That's going to be a lot of manpower as well as the Seekers to push out, sending in the Guiding Light. This is going to be everything for them. They're pushing in. They have to get it done now, though.
Oh my goodness, it is a firing line, but unfortunately, they can't take
What?
the round. That was so well played by Mazza, actually. He unleashed the Seekers, threw out the Guiding Light, and got like 3 of them, and they just completely mowed down 3 of them, but unfortunately, they did not have enough time on the clock, and they lost that very important round. It would have been so good to go up 5-6, but now it's looking like it's going to be a 7-5, or 8-4 half, rather, with the equipment that Recon 5 have to deal with.
Oh, that was so tough to see. I mean, I don't know if they were thinking or if just the chaos of the round just brought them all to stay way too close to that bomb. The spike
No charges left.
took them all out, and that's a lot of guns. They took out the operator, tons of rifles out of the hands of Recon 5. If they were able to keep that, this would have been a much different round. But like you said, they are on a really terrible bye right now, and it's going to be a tough one for them to win.
Yeah, they do lose a person early, so that gives Recon 5 a lot of hope. Ray is still prodding around at this A-long angle, trying to get as much space and stealthy. Being, as his name indicates, pretty stealthy. When this wall goes down, they might not clear that. Oh, well, who am I kidding? They're definitely going to clear that. But the question is if he can get one or not.
Well, hopefully he is going to be feeling good about those Bulldog buffs, because here it comes. The wall is going to go down. The Owl Drone comes out. It's going to be taken out by a teammate. They aren't going to be spotted this time, but so much utility being used. And there it is. The shock darts are going to take it down. Vorazun using that utility to the max right now, tying it up 4-4 right now. Can Recon 5 come back from this one? Mazza with the Stinger knows that they're going to be rotating rep. Wasn't in the right place at the right time this time. Can he get the frag?
Yeah, he's in the prime spot to do it with the Spectre up close with its insane fire rate. Oh, but the Sova ulti coming out from the side of Goondem, very nice. Or on the side, yeah, on the side of Goondem, trying to clear this little area. But yeah, the Spectre doing massive damage. Mazza hits a great shot as well.
Oh, this is everything. Vorazun is out on the side. It's a 1v3 situation. Can he clutch this one out? The Guiding Light comes out, but no. Hooligan's going to put a stop in a much better 7-5 half. Still in the favor of Goondem, but Recon 5 are feeling a little bit better about that one.
Oh, most definitely. Going down, going 5-7 as opposed to 4-8, it definitely makes you feel a lot better, especially if you win that pistol round. You're able to tie it up right off the bat. So, one question I want to ask you is, how do you feel about the new bundle set, the Ruin Nation one? Do you like that one?
Oh, I want to buy it so bad. I am all about it, to be honest.
I hear a lot of feedback saying they don't like the knife, but I actually really like the knife. But I wouldn't pay $45 for it. No, that's too much. It's a struggle out here, you know?
I know, my wallet's already hurting enough from them.
True.
Like, Riot's already taken my money, so I just can't do it. And I mean, if all the rumors are true, I mean, the next set's going to be absolutely amazing too. So yeah, this
You gotta save some money up for that one.
Yeah. I'm gonna sell my organs on the black market just to get those.
So yeah, round number 13. They are setting up a default Recon 5, that is. They have the tripwires in very good spots. We have the Cypher solo playing A for the side of Goondem, and after peeking out mid, they realize nobody's there, so they're having this kind of read that it might be A, and guess what? Their intuition might be correct, but I think their Recon 5 is QB stratting it to C, maybe.
It's huge. They actually do spot out Rate. That's going to be 2 down.
Yep. It looks like their QB sneaking towards Garage, but Sova is in front of that. Vorazun is going to be that safety to hold Garage and make sure they can't get that free C like they wanted to. So it looks like the plan is to rotate, and very good rotation by Recon 5 to take B off of the bat.
Spike is going to go down on B. This is going to be a very interesting post-plant situation. How are they going to hold on to this one? Mazza comes around the corner, takes out Vorazun. That's huge. But there goes Simple. That's going to be the guiding light out of the hands, or excuse me, the Astra out of the hands. But no, Mazza with a 4K. Basically all headshots as well. Cleans it up, keeps it in the favor of Recon 5.
He just went absolutely nuclear with that Ghost. That is exactly what Recon 5 wants to do, winning that pistol round. And Haven, there's some debate about this, but it's normally, you know, kind of favored as an attacking side of map. There are 3 bomb site, a lot of open space to work with, a lot of angles. So, yeah, what do you think about that?
Oh, man, the way they played that was very interesting in general. I mean, just the fact that they kind of had to plant on the B site and they just had Mazza basically kind of getting lucky with a lot of those shots. You know, we were seeing a lot of headshots coming out of Mazza, just raw aim in that.
Yeah.
Really kept Recon 5 in that one.
Yeah, you can't call it luck, man. Come on, don't discredit the guy. He put in the work. It's raw aim. And right, yeah, that's going to get checked out. Symbiotic tries to peek off the contact, but he also gets taken down by Stealthy and Disciple. It's our favorite shorty. Oh, he gets spammed through the smoke, tries to dash out. But yeah, Stealthy going for the eco ace. Might get knives pretty early in this half.
Ooh, Simple is waiting. I think they're given. They want to give Stealthy the ace. I'm pretty sure they want to give Stealthy the ace, but Simple is here, ready for it.
Yeah, definitely. It's not worth losing your armor and your Spectre to give your Jet player the ace. Like, dude's gonna get his orbs anyways. He's gonna get his frags, you know?
I mean, good on you, Simple, for at least trying to give the ace over. But I mean, just like you said, it's not worth giving.
Should have went for the knife. That's what I'm saying.
True.
And if he had that Ruination knife, he'd have extra range to his knife.
Oh my gosh. He's got a claymore in his hands. Those things are huge.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, I love it.
Speak of the devil.
I love it. Thanks, Kronos.
Does it have chromas for it? Like 3 chromas?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's the green.
Sick.
It's that first green, then it's like a lime green, and then purple and like an orange, a reddish orange. The variations are fire.
And Ray, he's playing with fire here. Spots the shoulder of Hooligan. Is he going to swing off of that? He does get one. Stealthy is so mad right now. And that prompts Hooligan to peek. They should have killed Hooligan, but he manages to get one with Simple following on that guy on window. So it's all up to Kronos here. And he's going to get the first one. Astra stuck in her astral form. Gets to. That is a huge hold. And now Mazza going to storm the site. Oh, there's a flash I'm talking about. Throws it again behind him. Should have got the 4th. But it's okay. He did enough.
Oh my goodness. I'm face palming pretty hard right now because a lot of this was just so I don't even know. Like some things just should not have happened, but it did. Goondem gets their first run of the second half in a pretty convincing fashion, but this is going to be that full buy round that we like to talk about. That was a bonus round. Not even a bonus round for Goondem last time. It was a full buy round for them, but I mean, bonus for Recon 5. They were trying to do this as much as they can. Got a couple of members out of the hands of Goondem, so that's some econ that they're taking straight from the pockets. Let's see if they can keep it going.
Oh yeah, definitely. And yeah, I just want to mention, if Kronos underhanded that flash behind him, that would have been a 4K. That's all I'm saying.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying.
Opted for the left click instead.
Look at this aggressive push by Goondem. Symbiotic has his angle, spots the shoulder of Simple. Is he going to go for the repeat? No, it seems like they are backing off, conceding that mid, and they're probably going to end up A here. Can't really see what ults they have, but they do have that A long control, and now Mazza is going to slowly work up A short choice.
Beautiful work so far from Recon 5. Spotted all the way out towards the grass area. But now Rate, once again, waiting. These snipers are so clutch, honestly. Rate gets someone with the trap wire, but is going to actually going to get hit by one of the Seekers. That's going to be huge for them. Waiting, be able to put out some of that util. The camera is out now, but this post plant stage wall is going to be way too clutch. My goodness, Disciple is going to be on the field, but he's going to be taken out. These flashes, the flash drives from Kronos are too clutch, but it doesn't matter. Recon 5 are going to be working in tandem to get 4 members down in the matter of 1 second.
Oh man, Recon 5 really bunkered down there. Got so many frags. Goondem, I don't know if they had I don't know if KO had any flashes or not, but yeah, they were just walking right into the firing line, right into the blender. They all got chopped up going from A main.
It's like when you see those like old school movies where someone's stuck on like a conveyor belt, like walking or slowly going towards like the choppers or something like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
suspenseful music.
yeah, exactly. For some reason, they're tied down. They can't go anywhere. That was Goondem in that situation. But here we
Most
go, Recon
definitely.
5. Oh, this is a hard eco. A
Yep.
hard eco for Goondem.
Yeah, what are you going to do with classics? You're just going to get mowed down. And as you see here, they make short work of them. Vorazun has that Sheriff, did invest that 800 credits, and he does want that pick. Obviously, I don't know if he has Sova ulti, but again, every kill in Valorant gives you an orb. So it's always fantastic to pick up kills when you can, building up that ult faster for every round.
Yeah, we'd like to talk about the Hunter's Fury as well here in the Valorant Sunday Showdown. Such a fantastic ultimate. And I feel like that's one reason why they brought it back up to 8 orbs, which is absolutely insane. 8 orbs just to get the Hunter's Fury for a Sova. But now,
A very good ult.
it's so good. And that looks like that's all she wrote for this round.
Ninja defuse? No, I'm just kidding. He has no time for the plan, and he's gonna swing right into the firing line. But yeah, I just want to follow up on what you said, Choice. Yes, Sova ulti is so good. It's great for getting picks. It's great for getting info. It's also great for clearing off angles, and especially on the defensive side when you're playing a choke like that C-long angle. Sova ulti is gonna get a lot of value as long as the enemy jet just doesn't dash into you. Hope you have a teammate holding for you while he dashes in.
So true, but I do want to point it out. Uh, Stray,
Hmm.
Recon 5 doesn't have a Sova, and it's so rare to see a Sova-less comp, at least here in the Valorant Sunday Showdown. And so just, oh my god,
Ooh,
because
a
of stuff like
5-man.
that.
Yeah,
What?
definitely right. That 5-man recon dart, so much information. Obviously, Sky is an initiator and is able to get that information to you. But again, a good Sova is just so invaluable to your team. As you saw there, the 5-man ping, that is ridiculous. That is a god arrow choice.
So clutch. I can't believe he got all 5 in that one. It's so rare to see that. But beautiful work from Goondem so far to push him off that C push. I mean, they were looking to get aggressive down C long, but ever since that ping, man, they were like, okay, we have to re-aggress somewhere else. We have to reevaluate this whole situation. But look at this. They are going back towards the C long area.
We need to have a name for that. When the recon dart scans 5 like you're about to see now, maybe 4? That should be called a recon dart ace, but yeah, it's Stealthy gonna dash in. Mazda gets the kill on Warzone. It looks like he had that for sure, but unfortunately they can't get any trades, and Recon 5 is gonna have their whole Recon 5 in the C bomb site.
Beautiful post-plant position. I love what they're doing with Sage. You know, staving off any push from the CT area, and now they're going to be able to put themselves into whatever position they want, and they have the Cosmic Divide out as well. Is this going to be a full save from Goondem, or are they going to try a re-aggress from the C-Long? It looks like it's going to be a save.
Yep, they're just gonna try to save their eco. We have one person watching the garage exit, one person and 2 people actually, rather, in T spawn, just chilling, enjoying the view. I must say, Haven is probably my favorite map aesthetically speaking. It's very colorful, very vibrant. I love the colors on this map.
It is beautiful. I love it. And
A
there
lot
it
of-
is.
A lot of people hate on Haven. I like the map. Nice.
It it's
It's a lover hate for you choice.
yeah, yeah. I feel like I get good, like really good games on Haven. For me, it's either I do absolutely terrible or absolutely like top frag every time I play Haven. But I mean, it's probably the former more than not. So,
So
Or
if I
just
had,
go
yeah,
ahead.
so if I had to ask you right now, what would your favorite map be currently?
I'm probably going to get a lot of hate, but Breeze is my favorite map right now.
Ooh,
It is
Breeze
my
is tough.
favorite map.
It's
It's
so open.
yeah, it's my best aiming map. Like I get the most frags on Breeze. I get the best headshots on Breeze. I don't know why.
Are you an
I
upper?
just no. I'm a
Mm,
rifler
okay.
through and through.
Then
I don't.
only.
Uh, yeah.
Oh, Kronos gonna get his head taken off. His robot head, he can be repaired, but it's gonna be pretty damaged. Killjoy might need to pick it up and give it a little fixer up for next round.
Hopefully, it didn't damage the hard drive on that one.
Yeah, and we see the power of Cypher not needing to play A because his cam is there, so he's just gonna play near Acon, but he does smell it. He sniffs it out like a dog. It's gonna be an A hit. He feels it. But Recon 5 are gonna be walking up. Can Ray get in position to play his tripwires in time?
Hopefully, the Nebula is going to block any sort of sight, and the Seekers are going to go up back towards him again. He's going to take it out. It sounds like they actually got a little bit of damage out on him. Yeah, look, his armor is almost completely gone. He is going to be able to spot someone out and maybe even get some wall bangs out onto Stealthy, but not this time. He isn't going to opt for it this time. Waiting for the teammates to come in, and it looks like a full push from this CT link area. Disciple, ooh, waiting for it to go down. This is going to be tough.
Oh, great smoke flash, but he misses, completely whiffs, and that's why a lot of pros say the Phantom is better because of stuff like that. Right there, if he had the Phantom, he wouldn't have missed that kill. And because of that, Goondem are going to lose the retake here. And also another thing to note is that because they lost their KO so early, they had no flashes to go in, so they just had to go in dry. And obviously, with so many angles to clear and watch, a flash really does help for those retake scenarios.
Yeah, that is so tough. I didn't even think about that. Not having the flash drive in your hand in the favor of Goondem, that's really tough. They're not going to be able to entry as easily as normal. And you saw, um, excuse me, you saw Disciple really try, throw in the smoke, try to tailwind in on the site. But like you said, I mean, the Vandal was not working in his favor there.
Yeah, sometimes the Vandal, it just shoots into the galaxy. It just doesn't want to listen sometimes. And that's why Phantom for consistency, but Vandal if you're really, really feeling it. But on a map like Haven, most general fights are pretty close quarters, so I prefer the Phantom most on this map. But here we go, Ray gonna try for the Deagle, tries to channel his inner Deagle demon, but misses a couple of shots. But it's okay because he's got his team with him on his back. They got his back.
Yes, they do. Two members of Recon 5 left alive, pushing themselves out onto the C site, using those nebulas to be able to block any sort of vision. They are going to set it up for this long area, but if they set their post plant back over towards that area, oh, it's going to be tough because you got three members pushing up through garage. It's going to be tough for Rep as well. Stimple has to watch his back. It's one, but there it is. Goondem is going to knock them out for this round and get themselves, maybe stop the bleeding a little bit. It's going to be 11-9 after this defuse. And it looked like Recon 5 were having a fantastic time here on this attacker side. Goondem getting a couple of rounds here and there, but they're going to have to do a little bit better than that if they want to stop Recon 5 in their tracks.
Yeah, and I just want to know, even though Goondem did win that round, they lost 4 members. That should have been a cleaner round than losing 4 members like that. And now, if they lose this round, they're gonna be on eco. While if you take in contrast, if you look at Recon 5's economy, they're set for 2 or 3 more rounds, depending on how many people they lose each round. So a really nice econ management by Recon 5, and also taking down a lot of guns on Goondem.
Do like the operator in the hands of Disciple, and I really hope he's going to be able to get some big work done with that operator here in this round. He is watching the mid area pretty closely. Might actually get something here pretty soon if Hooligan gets a little too aggressive here in the mid. Not going to this time. I do like the audibles being called from Goondem. They are kind of keeping themselves on their toes. And you can see the rotations around on C site from the 2 members of Goondem. But here it is, the aggression towards mid. This might actually be the play.
Yeah, and that pressure is slowly starting to build up. Games are getting closer. Disciple is going to miss the flick. Hooligan getting that first blood, and that's going to open up the B site here for Team Recon 5.
The team flash was pretty rough from the guiding light, but they
You
were
flash?
safe for now.
Oh,
Almost
but
a Fnatic situation there, but they avoided it for the time being.
And here we go. We see Ray trying to hold down the seaside, trying to bunker down. Is he going to peek through? Is he going to get a kill? And oh, this is going to be devastating. The spray down.
Oh, and this is why we like Hunter's Fury here. He's going to be able to get a frag there, pick up simple. This is going to be tough, though. They need to win this. Vorazun, if he can actually get this clutch, that would be huge for Goondem. It's going to keep him off that match point. Sends in the Owl Drone, spots out one. He's going to try and send it a little bit.
Sky Flasher gonna double peek. The spray transfer by Vorazun. He completes the 1v2 clutch. Oh my goodness, Choice.
11 HP left over, Stray. Are you kidding me? A beautiful spray transfer. And that's one of those moments that you say, a Vandal wouldn't do that. No way.
Exactly.
No way.
Exactly my point, Choice. Thank you.
Gets the spray down with the Phantom, bringing him up to double digits on the scoreboard here. Getting a little closer to Recon 5. Recon 5 still can buy in, just like you were talking about, Stray. But, I mean, they are inching a little bit closer. Disciple is going to have to be on the Sheriff. Does have the knives available. Rate's still on the Spectre. Not as good as a Phantom, but they can still get something big done here.
And a lot of ults coming in for the side of Recon 5. Sky and Astra, I believe, are one off. And also, they do have the Sage Rest. So we're going to have to focus on, I believe, Sage this round because she's going to be in the back line playing safe for that res. And when they do, it's going to be really big when they get the site. They're able to res their entry fragger as we see fast action onto the C site.
This is huge. It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade so far. The knives go out, but they are going to, with this time, Hooligan is going to res Mazza. That's huge. That's going to be 5 members still left alive for Recon 5. There's a lot of damage out on the field, but it is going to be healed by that regrowth from Mazza. That is huge stuff. And the Cosmic Divide goes up as well from Astra.
Yeah, and the res is going to make it, instead of a 4v3 into a, or 4v3, and it makes it into a 4v5. But yeah, Hooligan, wow, just man mode, just charging that wall, taking out Warzone. You would never expect that there. So very nice calculated risk and aggression. And now it's all up to Disciple and his Jet partner. And it looks like they're going to run away.
Yeah, they have to. They have to keep as many rifles in their hands as possible because this is going to be match point for Recon 5. They have 2 rifles in hands. They might be able to buy 1 or 2 more, but this is going to be a tough match point for Goondem.
Yeah, and this is a point I always make for every match. Each death matters so much. As you can see here, Goondem in the last like 3 rounds, their econ has been bad. Like, they need people alive every round to build up that econ like you see Recon 5 doing. Because they've been managing their econ so well, having people stay alive as a team, they have a very strong, well-developed economy, and that leads to every round getting a good buy and a good chance to win those rounds.
Ooh, now Goondem. This is their one of their last chances. If they lose this one, obviously that's going to be their tournament run here in the Valorant Sunday Showdown, week number 61. This is top 32, Recon 5 versus Goondem. Recon 5 are on that match point. They're trying to push themselves to the end here and push themselves over to that top 16 matchup. But there's still 5 members of Goondem left in their path right now. They're moving slowly towards the A side. It is going to be Disciple and Vorazun on this side, sending in the Owl Drone as well. Perfect timing. Is going to spot out Hooligan and Stealthy. Doesn't spot out anyone else. Going to send in a lot of utility here, waiting with that Spectre. Look at this, might actually get the frags, but no, it's Symbiotic and Vorazun working together. Are you kidding me? Getting another round in their pockets. Are we going to see overtime?
I do believe so. Disciple actually kind of missed a little bit of a spray, but you know what happens, the elevated angle. But luckily his team had his back, and yeah, Goondem is going to close out that round fairly clean. And look at this. Because of that, because 4 members of their team did survive, they're able to have a good bye for this last round. So this is going to decide it all, whether Recon 5 is going to win it in regulation or Goondem is going to take them into OT.
Ooh. We're gonna have to see getting aggressive. Symbiotic has been absolutely clutch for Goondem so far. This entire round, or this entire matchup so far, Symbiotic has been that really, really impact fragger, that impact player for Goondem, keeping them alive here a lot. Sending in the guiding light is Recon 5. Maza is going to kind of clear out that A long area. But it seems like Goondem are anticipating a C push. They're sending 3 members over there, including Kronos, waiting
Look at
with the
this.
flash drive.
Love to see that pop flash. He probably practiced that in his custom games, but unfortunately, it doesn't look like they're gonna go C instead, or they might end C, but they want to take garage control first. But it looks like they're gonna be rotating back towards B and possibly to A here. Choice.
Very interesting plays from Recon 5. They don't want to go into overtime, and I don't blame them at all. They're pushing themselves to try and get that top 16 spot in regulation. But here it is. The execute's going to have to happen soon. There's 30 seconds left on the board. Disciple holding that really dirty angle. Sending in the guiding light. They do spot out 2. They are going to be on the site now, and they have to push in and clear out Disciple. He gets 1. Does not get traded. He finally does, but that's going to be 3 off the board. My goodness, they might actually push it all the way to overtime. There's 1v3 right now. The pop flash does come out, and he's going to whiff his shots, and Kronos is going to get the last frag and send it on over to overtime.
Oh my goodness! Just when I thought it couldn't get any closer, Vorazun pulls out that magical 2K out of his pocket like a magician and basically secures Goondem that last round. Wow, fantastic play by him. Oh, I believe it was a 3K actually, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think he got 3. Disciple got 1, and
He
Kronos
dashed
got another.
away. Yeah, Vorazun was huge there.
Oh my goodness. And here it is, our first round of overtime matches here. It's Recon 5 now on the defense side. This is, this wasn't their best side for sure. But they're going to have to bring something big here.
Shout out to the bottom fragging ciphers. I feel you. But Disciple gonna go up B fast, is in the suck. This is a little awkward. He's trying to plant in the slow in the suck, but he's gonna get taken down firsthand. And now Goondem thrown into chaos as the bomb is just right in front, inside B actually, with all these angles. And look at that, trying to go through the slow orb to pick it up, and he's also gonna get taken down. What a clown fiesta going on here in the front of B site.
Interesting wall decision. They are still going to be able to get the spike. They shoot down the wall. There's 2 members left of Goondem, but 5 members left for Recon 5. This is going to be tough. They're going to have to find out a way to get out onto a site, any sort of site. How can they do this, Stray?
Let's be real, it's not happening right now with KO. 1 HP the Astra. Symbiotic's been performing really well, don't get me wrong, but the amount of skill and the team play we've seen from Recon 5, I just don't see them throwing this round. They have every angle locked, and there's no chance for them to get into the flank. If they were trying to have that opportunity, it would be somehow like through this, kind of like a cheesy play. But look at this, Mazza on top of being sprays the smoke, knows something's fishy about it, smells it out, and sprays Symbiotic. And Kronos, I feel like he should have gone down. Simple had to whiff everything. He KO was like at 10 HP.
Oh my gosh. What do you even say about something like that,
Yeah. It just all went wrong. I know they were trying to go for the plant on the B side and have Jet dash away, but after your Jet dies trying to plant, your whole round's just gonna go south. Like there's no saving that anymore.
Really tough opposition is Recon 5, and Goondem are definitely feeling that right now. It is now Recon 5's better half, the attacker side. But it seemed like Goondem really came alive pretty heavily there towards the end of that second half. And so now, that's one reason why we're in this overtime, honestly, Stray. So here he is. Ray is going to be holding down the C-side by himself, but never mind. He's going to be taken out by Hooligan with a perfect spray through the cyber cage. And here it is, the classic. Oh no, Stray. This is looking tough.
Yeah, Ray, he really needed to survive there, but his survival rate was 0 as they pushed him and killed him. He was standing behind his smokes. He was spraying through it, but he also gets sprayed back. You know, when you spray into the abyss sprays back. You know what they say.
Oh man, this is going to be perfect. They need to get out there now. Pop Flash does come out. Disciple and Chronos working in tandem to get 2 down. Rep is going to be able to trade on off. It is a 1v2 situation. Rep makes it a 1v1, but no, clutches it out. Takes down a Vorazun for the win. That's going to be Recon 5, 14-12.
Do we have an Aim Labs moment of the game? I feel like we've seen a lot of these crispy flicks, and oh my goodness, it just shows the skill level these players are at. Fantastic aim, fantastic stuff by Recon 5, definitely showing why they are the superior team. They take that 13-11. Or 14-12 actually, what am I saying? It was an OT.
Crazy stuff from Recon 5. They are going to push themselves up to top 16, and that's going to be it for top 32. I can't believe that we're already pushing through. I mean, even though that was an overtime matchup, Stray, I mean, it just felt it felt quick, but I don't know. We saw a lot happening there. We just saw a lot, and my mind is kind of blown for both of these teams.
Yeah, like you said, it did go into OT, but it was a very fast-paced game. We saw a lot of Jet players, you know, throwing that smoke, dashing in, trying to make stuff happen on site, which, you know, shout out to the Jet players. You go in an entry, create space for your team, and normally, you know, it just all plays out from there. But yeah, great stuff from both of the teams, and I'm super excited to see what we have for top 16, because these have been great games.
Yeah, and look at this. Hooligan is going to be on top of it. The Battle Sage on top of it all with that 233 combat score. Tons of assists. 13 assists. That's beautiful stuff right there. We love to see it. Vorazun, though, I mean, shout out to Vorazun and Symbiotic. I mean, they did some absolute work for Goondem. They were holding it together, holding it down for the team. It just wasn't enough to push them over the edge of that overtime. And Recon 5 are moving on to top 16.
Yes, sir. And Choice. Why don't we shout out our sponsors real quick, you know? Who we got? Who we got in the lineup?
Well, we just want to shout out to Aim Labs, Red Bull, and Game Arena. Game Arena is actually where we are streaming this right now, so shout out to them for letting us use their space, as well as Red Bull and Aim Labs for just helping make this happen. Shout out to you guys. Well, that's going to be it for top 32. We're going to go into a quick little break. When we come back, it's going to be top 16. Choice Plays and Stray are still here for some more casting, so don't go anywhere.
Stay tuned, folks.